Hi everyone, my name is Vivek and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the 10th episode to create a responsive website using React and Design. In the previous episode, we worked on Choose a Plan using the cards component, and today we'll be working on Contact Form using the Forms component. First of all, let's create a new component inside this components and the home folder. You can call it contact.js. You can then change the component name into app contact. Then let's import this component into this home.js. Now if you check your site, you should see your contact component over here. Now let's add this title and subtitle. So open your contact.js and then you can create a new div with a class called block and contact block. Then again create new div with a class called container fluid. Then one more div with a class called title holder. You can add your title in S2 tag and subtitle in P tag. Here you go. Now let's add the forms component. So open your React and Design website, click on component and form, and then scroll down, and I would like to use this example because it has got the placeholder text as an example, just like in our design. So click on show code, copy the import and then paste it just after importing React. Then you can copy the form tag and paste it over here. Then let's remove this unfinished property and the icon. You can also remove this register now anchor link and forget password. Once done, you can then check your site and you should see a form over here. Nice. Now let's modify this form according to our design. So the first thing we need is full name instead of the username. So I'll just call it full name, and in the error message I want to call please input your full name. Then the second thing we need is email address. So I want to call it email. In the error message I want to call please input your email, and then for the input type value I want to add email as well. And for the placeholder text I will use email address. Now if you want to use this telephone and subject, we can simply copy this form item from the full name, and then you can simply rename it to subject. You can remove the validation if you want. and then telephone. Telephone. I want to cut this telephone and add it before this subject. Once done, you can check your site, and then you should see full name, email address, telephone and subject. Now let's add this message. So open your site again, click on input, and then in this text area you can click on the show code. You can copy this code and paste it over here. Then for the message, I want to copy this subject for the time being. I want to call it message, and then instead of this input, I want to call it text area. Now check your site and you should see a text area over here. Also, let's change this button name. So here I want to call it submit. Now let's work on this checkbox. Open your site again and click on form. You can then scroll down until you find this register button. Then click on show code. And then you can copy this form item for the checkbox. You can then replace it with this checkbox. You can remove this, and also you can remove this anchor tag. Once done, you can check your site again, and you should see a checkbox over here, and when you click on submit, it should have a validation. If you want to change the content, then you can simply copy this content and change it over here. Now everything is looking exactly the same as in design. Great. This is the end of this session. In the next session, we'll be working on the footer. Feel free to comment below if you have any questions. Also, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel to get more tutorials in the future. Thank you.